Howdy, folks. Give me a minute. Gotta let my daughter know I'm on. Considering she probably feels I've abandoned her, which I would never do. There we go. I don't remember what the last live was that I did. Been doing a lot of diamond paintings. Been watching a lot of movies. Been going up to my brother's in Mount Gilead a lot more. Been stressing out about, housing and stuff still. My kitty cat just jumped up on my lap here, so I got to be careful. Oops, let me get that. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and unplug it. Otherwise, it's going to keep coming on. This is the latest diamond painting I'm working on. It's some pumpkins. You can see the glittery, shiny. That's all the further I've gotten with this one, which is right about there. This is the third Halloween painting I've done recently. I used my last magnet frame to put my, what I call Halloween house in. And I have a welcome sign, one that has a strip on the left that says welcome. It has a skull, a white skull in it. Kalika, will you lay down, please? You did not need to get up. My cat's annoying me. Lay down. Now, damn it. Come on. Lay down. Trust me, I'm not abusive to my animals, but sometimes she gets on my nerves. Quit. Lay down or I'm going to make you get down. I mean it. Like 6 days before Halloween. Kalika, stop digging your claws into my leg, please. Stop digging your claws into my leg. But I realized, that I hadn't done any lives in a while, so, I wanted to pop on and do one. I don't know if I'll be able to do the daily spell or the daily goddess or anything like that, because right now I can't move because my cat's on my lap. And as you can probably tell, I'm stressed. And her being a pain in the butt is not helping. Been trying to go see my mom, more, but that's still a challenge because right now just don't have gas in the car to do it, don't have the money to put in the gas tank, and probably won't get my check for 5 more days yet. Stressed about my 3 credit cards because I'm so behind in payments, late fees, so, that's jacking the price up. So paying $50 towards each one every month is just really not doing enough, because every time I miss a payment, they're just adding it up, adding it up, adding it up. And now it's looking like it's further delaying us being able to get a house because I have 3 credit cards that are that far behind. And any kind of, significant, dang it, now I got a bunch of phlegm in my throat. Great. But any kind of significant payments on any of them, because $50 a month just ain't cutting it. And if I try to do any more than that, it causes problems, because then I can't get cash items and stuff, and that just causes trouble. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I was so confident that I would do okay with these when I got them, and now look at the mess I've gotten myself in. I'm not expecting anyone to bail me out. I'm not asking anyone to bail me out. I just wish I could find a way to bail myself out, make that extra money that SSI couldn't take away from me, so that I could get them paid down. So it looks like we're stuck here another winter, and I'm not happy about that. I'm sure Mom will be thrilled, because then that means that, I'll still be like 10 minutes away. But as much as I hope she's okay. I just noticed my fish Sedna. She's down on the bottom of the tank, and she's not moving much. I hope she's okay. It scares me when she does that, because it makes me think something's wrong. Are you okay? Sedna? Are you okay? And a lot of times, I don't know what to say, or I don't know what to talk about. So I don't want to feel like I'm just on here endlessly talking. And another reason I'm a little concerned about moving so far away is, what if something happens to one of us and we can't get help quickly enough? Are we going to just have to watch somebody die? We don't know what the situation is going to be like where we move. We don't know how far away town is going to be. We don't know what the nearest hospital is going to be, how far away it's going to be, how long it's going to take them to get to us. Are we even going to have phone signals down there? There's so many variables to think about. And not to mention, being so far away from my mom, I don't know when I'll be able to come and see her. And if something happens to her and I can't get to her quickly enough, then I'm going to have to deal with my mom's death on top of it all. And I'm stressed about it, all of it. And trying to look for the happy medium that I just can't seem to find yet. As much as I am so done with the city and want to move in the country, and don't mind, not having neighbors close and all that stuff, I'm thinking about the things that can become concerned. What kind of condition is the house going to be in? How much money are we going to have to sink into any repairs that might need to be done to it? Is it stuff that's going to be beyond skills that any of us have to fix? And if so, then how much is it going to cost to get somebody to fix it for us? It's just stress on top of stress on top of stress. And, the body can only take so much stress, and then stuff starts going wrong, things start breaking down. Somebody ends up in the hospital because they just can't take it. And I don't want to see that happen to any of us. Not to mention the endless paperwork, the endless signing of this document and that document and this batch of paperwork and that batch of paperwork and everything that Chris has been going through and trying so hard to get us something, and now more delays because of credit cards now. And it's like, oh, Jesus. And not to mention me blowing out the window when I came so close to getting an increase in one of my credit card amounts. And now that went out the window because I owe them too much. And a lot of it's late fees for not making payments on time. And unless I can find a way to make them all wait until the first of the month before they take out any payments, and then try to figure out what day in that timeline is going to be the best day to make the payment on each one of them. So I my only outlet right now and my only stress reliever really has been the, watching movies and doing diamond paintings and, doing a handful of things here and there. Like I said, going to my brother's more, trying to get over to my mom's more often. But when you don't, as far as my mom's, when you don't have the gas to do it, I mean, yeah, I could walk over there, but anymore, I'm afraid to even try because you don't know what nutballs on the street could be coming at you with a knife or trying to run you over or, shooting a freaking gun off just some random place. I don't want to get in the path of a stray bullet. I'm tired of living in fear, tired of having no money to live. Trying to, once I get my Halloween paintings done, then I'm going to start playing catch up on a bunch of others that I started but never finished. And I don't know which one I'm going to start on first of the ones that I left undone, once I get the Halloween paintings done. Because after I get this one done that I'm working on now, I've got one other one. So I'll be lucky to get this one done that I'm working on now before Halloween. I don't see it happening. I mean, even consistently working on it every day, I don't see me having it done in like 7 days. I'm not that fast. Haven't done my resin bits anymore lately because what's the point? Thought about doing some and giving them as Christmas gifts this year, but I have no room to house them. I have no room to put them. The table that I use to cast the molds on and everything, I'm also using for diamond painting when I get it done, because then I have to put the liquid sealant on the painting once it's done. Then I have to brush it all over it real good and evenly, let it sit overnight. It's usually dry within a couple of hours, or less. But because you can tell when it's dry because it goes clear. Because when you first paint it on, at least the kind that I'm using now, it has like a white filmy, it makes the whole thing look white and filmy, but once it dries, it goes clear. So then the painting looks just like you just finished it. So once I don't know, once I get this painting done, I don't know what frame I'm going to put it in. The one that you can, the welcome sign you can put on your door, but I don't want to put mine on my door because Maria has the exact same one on her door. And if I'm going to put one on my door, I would rather it be a different one. It's like there's no crime or anything wrong with having the same one on my door, but because she's got the one she does, I want something different. And it's looking like, I don't even know what day we're going to get our checks this time. So just one thing after another. And right now, movies and diamond paintings is all I have. It's keeps me from completely coming unglued, so to speak, and ending up in the hospital myself because the stress is just too much for my body to take. Still been struggling with the whole weight loss thing, of course. There's times when I feel like, oh wow, I'm losing some, and then I turn right around and freaking eat and gain it right back. And it's like, it's a never-ending vicious ass cycle. I'm tired of being in. Just last night, I think it was. Yeah, last night I started using my sculpting gel again to help. It's a lotion, that you can put on the fatty areas that you want to lose the fat, and it soaks in it, heats up, and it breaks down the fat cells, so that you can finally lose the fat. And, having the whole bed bug issue, fucking nightmare still. I thought, aha, I put lotion on that heats up. They're going to leave me alone because they don't like heat. Because they know it'll kill them. But then that also means that if I'm not careful and I use too much of it or whatever too soon, too often, I'm going to go through it too fast and not have the money to get any more until we get our checks. There's a whole data breach thing that happened recently. I think I've got until November sometime to go to some website and fill out some form. I still haven't done that. I don't even know where the damn paperwork is for that. So I can get that done because they got medical information on me. And, you just don't know what people are going to do with that. Because data breaches are people trying to get your information so they can use it to, steal, rob you blind, or any number of horrors that you can imagine they can do with your medical information or whatever, It's just one nightmare after another. It's like being stuck in an endless stream of nightmares after nightmare after nightmare after nightmare. And I even stopped, smoking my pagan mix for a while because that's not solving a damn thing. It's not dealing with the issues. It's trying to dull the senses for a while to have an escape, to be pain free. Well, most of my pain I don't feel until I start moving around, or I bend over the wrong way, or I'm trying to clean or something, and then, I'm cleaning for a handful of minutes, then I have to stop because I can't, I'm in too much pain to continue. I have no room to work, as I've said a million times, which equally frustrates me because I can't do any decent cleaning. And then that stresses me even more because every time I look to the left, I see a fucking clusterfuck of a bunch of shit that shouldn't be there. And I have nowhere to put it. I don't know what to do with the stuff. I don't have storage room. There's an area downstairs I could turn into storage, but I don't want somebody coming down there and rifling through my shit and just start helping themselves to my shit. Because there's at least one person in this building that would do that, and I'm not going to give him the satisfaction. Because he's Fruit Loops and cornflakes. He's got mental issues. I can only speak for myself, but I definitely don't like having him in the building because he can be a downright asshole a lot of times. And he's like your typical Jekyll and Hyde. One minute he's the nicest guy you could ever know, and he's giving you stuff, he's giving you food, he's giving you things that you could use. That he's like, look, I got a bunch of extra of this, I don't need it. Here you go. If you can't use it, find somebody that can or whatever. And But then he just turns right around and, you know, it seems in the same breath, and he's just being a jerk again. And, you know, insulting your beliefs and cutting you down because you're a witch. I mean, the guy is just, he's like I said, he's Fruit Loop and the cornflakes. He's Lulu. Mental. He's got problems. And I wish that he would move out of the building, because we don't need those kind of problems here. We're all dealing with our own problems. We don't need someone like him around making things worse. We've tried to be friends to the guy, but he's done some really shady shit. And we don't want nothing to do with him. So it's not like we didn't try, because we did. We all did. I tried. Maria tried. Robert tried. But he's become a nuisance. Like too many that we've had in this building. I call them disruptors. You know, they become disruptors. And when you have a disruptor in the building, they make it bad for everybody. I don't wish the man any ill will. I just wish he would leave. I just wish he would move. I wish Joe would force him out, and he would have to go somewhere else. Just leave us in peace. So it's like I said, it's just one type of stress on top of another, and it becomes too much to bear. And when you have no way to combat it or escape from it, you know, like a weekend at Ravenwood Castle would do me wonders right now. And I was so looking forward to being able to do that for me and Maria while the weather was still warm, and I was going to get this big increase on that one credit card, and I blew it right out the flipping window because I started missing my damn payments. And now I owe them in late fees and shit. I owe them over $100. And I'm like, oh my God. So these are the type of things that are the most difficult to deal with, because a lot of people out there might say, well, you know, get a job. Well, sorry, but I can't. Because one, jobs are hard to find. Two, if I get a job, there goes my fucking SSI check and there goes my food stamps. No, thank you. I can't afford to live as it is. And the way they tax you to death anymore, and as little as you get paid to even work, it's, in my opinion, it's not worth it. But it's not like I haven't constantly been looking for ways to make money from home that SSI can't take from me. But you can only make a certain amount before they're going to take notice, and then they're going to be yanking your check. You know? I'm just checking my phone here to see if there was a message from Brooke or something. Doesn't look like it. And she never answered me, so. I try to check when my notifications go off, because it could be my brother, it could be Brooke. But, you know, I didn't mean to make any of you feel abandoned, because I did not mean to make anyone feel that way. It's one of those things, you know, I had to check out for a while, and I'm so stressed right now as it is, I'm about to cry. So, and I'm just on here by myself. Nobody's on with me yet. So, you know, I'm trying to figure out how to get through the day and, you know, survive another day. Keep my spirits up, you know, keep things as positive as I can. And yes, I have some new pillows here. This one says Hocus Pocus, and it's got a witch on a broom, and this one behind me is got some pumpkins on it. I need a break. I need a vacation, and the only way I can give myself even the slightest semblance of a break is doing exactly what I've been doing. Watching movies, doing my diamond paintings, just lose myself in those. to keep from totally losing it altogether and maybe not be able to come back out of it. And after the yard sale pond, I just vowed that I'm never going to do another yard sale because it's just not worth it. Especially not with what you have to go through just to get permission to do one in Whitehall, because at least in Whitehall they don't charge you to do a yard sale. In Columbus here they do. You have to pay the city or whatever $25 to have a yard sale. So if you pay them $25 and you don't make $25, you're out that $25. Oh, well, they don't care as long as they can put that money in their fucking pockets, and the hell with everybody else. Because when, one, you don't have the space to do it. Two, you don't have enough variety of stuff that people's even going to look at it sideways twice. You know, it's not worth it. There's a lot of setup involved. You have to have tables. You have to have room. You have to put your sign up so people can see it. You have to have parking for people to be able to park so they can come over and see what you have and see if there's anything they want. So a lot of times it ends up just you're sitting out there for hours on end for no reason, because people just don't stop. Because you don't have anything they want, and that is just discouraging. So it makes you feel like, okay, well, what the hell's the point of doing it if nobody's going to stop because I don't have anything anybody wants? Thought about, okay, I could still always try the flea market way, but same problem. Would have to have a way to display stuff, would have to rent a booth, would have to find not a yard sale, a flea market close enough that I could do that. And whatever you pay for the booth, if you don't at least make that money back, then you're out that money and you still don't have your stuff sold. Then what? Can't sell it on Amazon because from what I've read, as far as going that route, if you don't have, I forget exactly what it said, something about if you don't have at least I think it was a certain amount that you can sell or something each month. I don't know. I looked into it once, and it's like ways that you can make money with Amazon, where you can actually, you can put your products on there and, sell your products through Amazon. So that didn't work. That was a dead end. And even once I finally get these bunch of these diamond paintings done, then there's still going to be the issue of finding frames to fit them, which is going to cost even more money. So then you got to up the price of the painting because you want to get that money back. And then you're still going to have the issue of finding a way to display them, finding the right audience to present them to that's actually going to look at them and want them. But on a kind of a positive note, at least my brother's finally doing his diamond painting that I got him a while back, and he's got a Halloween one that he's anxious to get started, but he can't until he gets the other one done because he doesn't have a diamond bead case and storage jars. He's only got some little storage container things that I gave him that I had. And once I got my first diamond bead case, I didn't need them anymore, and I knew he did, so I gave them to him. And they were just the little plastic ones where there's like about 4 or 5 of them hooked together. They're about, yay big each one. You have to flip open the top to get to the beads. Then you have to re-shut it so your beads don't go everywhere. And after a while, that plastic opening is gonna wear. It's gonna snap off, and then you're gonna have a hell of a time getting them open. Excuse me. So I looked into some of the storage jars that have the screw-on lid, like I have now. And they do have those accessories out there where you can buy just the lid, just the jars. Has a little storage container, and it's multi-level. It's got like 3 layers. You can open each layer, from the sides, like a couple of kits that I've gotten. I got a resin kit that's like that, and I got a nail kit, I think it was, it's like that, or something. So you can pop off each layer, and there's more stuff down on each layer. So the containers are kind of, not very deep. You're not going to probably fit much in there, depending on what you are trying to put in there. But my little short jars, they'll fit in there fine. My taller jars, not so much. They won't fit in there unless I lay them down. And even if I lay them down on their side, they might not fit. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. But my little container thing's over there for that. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think I only have one of those because my nail kit thing, everything came in a box. So, you had to dig out the individual pieces for whatever reason. I mean, my nails are growing like crazy now because of the vitamins I'm taking, chewing the chewable vitamins. Vitamins that I've found are the easiest to ingest because you can just chew them up because they're gummies. And they're making my nails grow stupid, but then my nails they follow the same pattern they always do. They start getting long and start getting nice looking, and then they snap off. I'll be doing some kind of a simple task, or a lot of times it'll be something I don't even realize I've done that causes them to break, and they'll break all the way down to the base. So it's like, I can't even really say that I still can't keep my nails. And every time I try to put on a set of false nails, they don't come out right. They don't stay on. I'm lucky to have them on for a couple of days, and they start snapping off because they're not on the right. The glue's not good enough. They're not professionally done at a salon where you have to pay, you might as well say damn near $30 just to get a full set done now. And then every 2 weeks, you're supposed to go back and get them balanced. And I've never had mine balanced at the salon. I've always balanced them myself or tried to redo them myself to save myself that extra expense. So that out the window. Ow. And if you're wondering what that weird noise is, that's just Chris blowing his nose. Which he's doing, like, you might as well say constantly. If he's not blowing his nose, he's coughing and hacking. Never ends. No. I mean, I told Brooke I got on Signal and told her that I was on, but I don't even know if she saw it or if she cares or if she's too busy or what. So, I mean, I'm not going to get on there and keep giving her messages saying I'm on. You coming? She probably feels I abandoned her, and I didn't. Didn't mean to make anybody feel that way. It's just, that's part of the reason why I'm on here is explaining why I haven't been on. Have to keep my chapstick in my pill bottle. keep the roaches from eating it because I lost the lid to this one. Because at least if I put them in a pill bottle, the roaches can't get to them. So I don't know, because I'm so feeling so down and discouraged and can't really do anything right now because my cat's on my lap. I don't even know how long I'm going to be able to do this live. Like I said, I don't want to just sit here doing nothing and saying very little.
What am I making for dinner tonight? We're thinking Thanksgiving. Potato roast. Also think sauerkraut.
I'd rather do a potato roast than sauerkraut. I mean, as much as I like it, I don't like the gas from it. It tears up my stomach. Okay, she's like sitting over there, like right up against the heater. I hope she's okay. Sedna, she's just, earlier she was sitting down on the bottom, not moving.
Hey, baby.
If the water's too cold for him or what? Too cold for her. Nothing's unplugged. Everything's on.
Temperature's in the right range.
She's just not been moving, a lot. She's been doing stuff that just, I hope I'm overreacting, I'd rather be overreacting than something wrong with her. But when she's just like sitting down on the bottom and doing nothing, it worries me. Get me something to drink. I know, like when fish sleep, they'll tend to hover down on the bottom and not move. I mean, I hope I put enough food in here and she got enough.
She'll feed off the bottom of the roast.
No, she wasn't even. I hope it's not. I do. Sometimes I just don't know. So my new weight loss regimen is going to be using the fat burning lotion at least a couple times a day. definitely at night before I go to bed, in hopes that it keeps the damn bugs off me so I can sleep and not be itching all night. So I'm constantly getting bit. Make sure this thing's not going to overflow. See if I can find my books. Okay, October 25th. Spell of the day. Counting blessings. When counting your blessings this year, add to your prosperity by using ritual at every step of the process. When cooking, add sage liberally to dressing. Spices like nutmeg, cloves, cinnamon, ginger, and allspice add to prosperity. Whenever adding magical ingredients to recipes, stir clockwise. Say to yourself, as I stir, I increase prosperity, love, and harmony at home. Ginger-scented or bayberry candles decorate the table, as do gourds, autumn leaves, and perhaps pomegranates or red apples. Before everyone begins to eat, don't forget to add a prayer. Dearest Pomona, harvest goddess, thank you for this bounteous harvest. Dearest Jupiter, god of prosperity, thank you for the means to purchase these fine foods. Dearest Juno, goddess of community, thank you for the strength to work toward our goals and bless our family and friends this year. So that's a really good one for today. That's the thing I love about this book. There's no bad spells in here. It's all good stuff. You're not going to find dark magic in this. So I don't do dark magic. Okay. October. And the goddess of the day. Oh, it's Sweetest Day today. Happy Sweetest Day, everybody. United States. Felicitas. Felicitas. Themes: kindness, charity, love, romance, joy, success, luck. symbols, greetings, or greeting cards. Start sending those Christmas cards out now. Especially as wonky as the postal system is, I would. About Felicitas, this Roman goddess brings happiness, success, and good fortune whenever someone salutes another with good words or amiable deeds. She comes to us today to energize late fall and early winter with the transformational power of kindness. So, hail and honor Felicitas today. Felicitas, or I don't even know if I'm saying that right. To do today. While Sweetest Day seems to be focused on lovers these days, in earlier years it represented an opportunity to shower anyone and everyone with cheerful trinkets, kind acts, and gentle words to lift people's spirits. By looking to Felicitas for help, we can return this holiday to its original form and bring joy to people who might otherwise be feeling a case of autumn blues. Look for or make some humorous greeting cards to send to folks you know would appreciate the thought. Lay your hands on them and invoke Felicitas's blessing in any way that feels right. To improve the effect further, anoint the cards with rejuvenating aromatic oils that match the recipient's needs, such as pine for money, rose for love or peace, cinnamon for luck, sandalwood for health, and lavender to combat depression. This way, when they open that card, the magic and the aroma will be released together to bless, energize, and bear Felicitas's greetings along with your heartfelt wishes. Now, that's definitely a good one today. So, hail Felicitas. Definitely be with us today and help us to make the most of this day in a good way. And more of these. Get rich quick. Yeah, right. Your Guide to Survival. I've just been reading this one for fun because it's one of the Creepy Hollows books. And as you can see, it's very thin. This is supposed to be the Paranormal Survival Guide. Basics. So I'll read a couple pages. Having a healthy environment in which to live, work, and play is important. No one wants to feel smothered or otherwise impeded in their own space. Keeping your space clean, clear, and moving effectively with energy is essential to having a happy atmosphere conducive to success. You can achieve this through using the help of spirit friends, through casting spells, or working with spelled amulets, or through the introduction of cleansing energy. You can use any of these independently or together. You will need to find out what the right combination or solution is for your space. Everyone is different. By spirits. Seek out spirits or immortals that provide the supportive powers of cleansing or clearing. For example, I cannot pronounce that. Amphisbaena, Addis, Bronwyn, Angel, Diva, Phoenix, Unicorn, Volk, Volkh. Request they provide you supportive powers to clear your space of all negative influences so you can have a cleansed area to reside. Yes, please. By spells. Seek out spells or spelled items that have powers of cleansing, clearing, rejuvenation, repair, and restoration. These are all key words that practitioners use to clearly communicate the abilities of the spells or bindings. These types of magical influences are positive contributions toward your efforts. Follow any given instructions if needed. Otherwise, keep the bindings in your space and allow them to do their job automatically for you. Or, if you are casting a spell, cast with intentions of cleansing all of your space. If your space is particularly cluttered or oppressive, cast the spell in each room of your home. And my place is nothing but one big clusterfuck. Cleansing spell. Wash away the remainders of all that has collected. Renew my space to as once was untouched. Briskly through the wind, sweep all negative away. Restore with fortified wellness my space. Yes, please. By energy. Keep items with natural cleansing energies in your home. For example, copper, silver, seashells, aegirine, Aegirine, charoite, Charoite, moldavite. It is best to have a penny-sized piece of copper in every room, and in addition to the copper, any other natural substance, such as the gemstones given an example. You do not have to have them on display. Keeping them in a drawer, closet, or even as a part of a larger decoration is sufficient. So I guess I'll have to, take some pennies and make sure I put one in each room somewhere. You should never feel encroached upon through anything you bring into your home or life. Any spirit, spell, or energy-laden contribution to your home should be a complement, an addition to your lifestyle, not a hindrance or irritant. To do so would negate all of your efforts for a positive life. Choose the items, spirits, or bindings that feel right to you. If your space is a normally lived-in area, meaning you don't do anything extraordinary in your space that would cause a serious disruption, one way or another in terms of negative energy, then you are good to rotate any copper gemstones, cleansing spells, and such every 60 to 90 days, with copper usually annually. If you are someone who practices magic on a regular basis of DA, dark arts, nature, or someone who is a conjurer of dark arts spirits, then you will want to take a more aggressive stance in keeping your area balanced by rotating the items weekly. To effectively rotate spelled objects or natural substances, remove the item that has been in use and either use cleansing spells directly on them or leave for 3 consecutive nights in full moonlight, meaning cleanse them during full moon cycles. To effectively rotate spirits that are on guard for helping your space stay balanced, ask them to cease temporarily so they may regain their own energy and focus, and either use a charging bag or leave them in the moonlight as instructed above. If you have other spirits or of similar ability, keep a healthy rotation so that one is always on and no one is left to bear the full burden. Wow. So that's some good advice, I'm really starting to like this thing. I thought it was some simple thing that, I didn't even really need. But now that I'm actually reading it for the first time, it's like, wow, hey, that's some good ideas, Why not? Sorry about the call. I hope you was able to hear me okay. See what the call was all about. It was probably a garbage call. Yep, it was. Okay. Time to clear the call history. Because believe me, it don't take no time at all for it to get clusterfucked too. All right. Spirit keeping. How to protect your spirited vessels. For those of you that are new to this and have no idea what any of this is about, you're going to have to find your way back. I don't know how far to where I first started reading out of this book. Otherwise, it's just going to seem alien, foreign, and strange to you. And I say that because this is a public live. This is not subs only. So somebody may pop on here and go, what the hell is this all about? It's from a book called Spirit Keeping, a guide for spirit keepers. I myself am a spirit keeper. I am wearing a vessel around my neck right now. This thing here is a high elf. I also have a moldavite stone in this little cage here. I have my garnet for my birthstone and my fire opal on a little key, skeleton key looking pendant that my daughter Brooke gave me. So any practitioner of any level will tell you that protection of the work they've done is of the utmost importance. You do not want what you have created to be used by others without your permission. Certainly, if you were to lose an enchanted or spelled piece, you do not want someone to be able to unlock its secrets. Sometimes you do not want someone to even know that what you possess contains anything more than the material it is made of. This section provides you with a free dead spell. A dead spell is a Creepy Hollows original to make the magic, enchantments, spells, or spirits contained within an object to go dead whenever someone without your permission touches it or comes near it. They are only active to you and anyone else you grant permission. Anyone who finds your pieces, steals your pieces, or tries to uncover the secrets of your pieces will not be able to. They will sense and find only a dead vessel. This is invaluable and can be used with any white or dark arts spirit. You can use it on as many pieces as you wish, and it will not harm, lessen the power of, or otherwise detract from the bindings in any way. It only prevents outsiders from being able to tamper with what belongs to you. And I gotta pause because this is Maria. I hope it's not bad news. Yeah. Is it something bad? What? Maria? Oh boy. Okay. I hope this is nothing bad. But because I am doing a live, I'm going to go ahead and take the computer down with me, and I'll let her know I'm doing a live. So, let her know, be careful what she says. So I'm not going to take my mouse or anything. I can use the little faceplate thing on here. But I do have my phone. Here, let me put on my shoes to go down. I don't know what she's wanting to show me that's so important that she couldn't just bring it up here, but my pretty fuzzies that she got me. Because she's was supposed to have gotten a phone call from her sister Anna yesterday, but I don't know if she's gotten that phone call yet. Her sister Anna may have cancer. So go down and see what Maria's wanting to show me. Look out, Boo. I don't know what's so important.